Hello and welcome to the Game Stash. Today we're reviewing an old Game Boy game called Heiankyo Alien. A little bit of history on the game. Hankyo is the old name for Kyoto, which was the original capital of Japan. This game was originally released in 1979 and the Game Boy version was released in 1990. In this game you play as a Heian-era sheriff protecting your town from a plethora of aliens. Alright, let's dig into this game. The Game Boy game came featured with two modes, a new mode and an old mode. The old mode featured the original 1979 PC release and the 1980 arcade release. And the new game was a reskin for the Game Boy. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the newer version, so we're going to go into that one first and then we will follow that by the older version. So the basic concept behind Heiankyo Alien is you have to dig these holes around the map, lure the aliens into them, and then bury them. Very simple concept, but it gets a lot of fun and it gets very chaotic quickly. So I am by no means a master at this game, and the extent of my knowledge is totally from playing this. I'm sure there's other tips and tricks in the manual, but certain things I've learned is you can't always just trap yourself in a circle or a square of holes, because one of the gameplay features, if an alien gets trapped in a hole and another alien bumps into him, he gets out. So this is where the antics come in. You might have a really great defense set up, but you have two aliens come in, one bumps the other one out, and all of a sudden before you know it, you got two aliens coming towards you and you can't do anything about it. Seeing as this is an old game, sometimes the AI can be a little bit wonky, and they will just consistently walk in a circle. Especially if you trapped yourself and there's literally no paths for them to get to you, they'll just continuously walk in a circle. How I found to alleviate that is just start hacking up one of your holes and the alien will get out. But this is such a small defect, it doesn't really detract much from the game. Another thing I think this game does pretty well is actually the music. It alternates between the stages, but I don't know. I just think it has a pretty good sound to it. It's pretty catchy song. Especially, I love the first level song that comes on. It's my personal favorite. But yeah, I really enjoy the music in this title. And now finally moving on to the old version. As you can see, it's very simplistic, some black corridors that you go through. Something I noticed actually takes an extra dig or two to get a full hole in. The controls are a little bit clunkier. As you can tell, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I believe the newer version does everything the old version does except better, and it looks better. But I appreciate that they put it in there. The history's there, and this is the origins of the game, so I think it has a rightful place here. So overall, Heiankyo Alien I believe is a fantastic game that should definitely be added to your collection. It's very cheap, it's a ton of fun. Heiankyo Alien gets the seal of approval, and it definitely belongs in the Game Stash.